news. Menopause doesn't mean that you're left feeling tired, groggy, foggy, and frustrated with your body forever. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Becoming the Best Me. My name is Beverly, but you can call me B or you can call me Bev. Whichever you choose is fine with me. In our last video, we talked about why menopause makes weight loss and energy level such a challenge. Those hormone changes, stress, and that slow metabolism we all know too well. Well, today we're flipping the script. I'm sharing how to take back control through the right kind of exercises, lifestyle shifts, and even some tools like GLP-1 medications. These things can make a real difference. This is about working with your body. Working with your body so you can start to feel strong, focused, energized, and confident again. Let's dig into it. I have my notes here so that I can stay on subject. And also, disclaimer before I get started, I am not a medical professional. I am just a girl who is on her journey, and any information I share here or in any of my other videos is just for informational purposes only. I suggest before you try anything or implement anything in your personal regimen, you consult your physician or your clinician, whoever you see medically for yourself. Okay? I will be reading my notes and trying to talk to you. So let's get started. Hey everyone, I wanted to add this piece to the video. I wanted to apologize to you all for taking so long to bring you part 2 of my menopausal information. I brought you part 1 and I promised you part 2, but I have been having some issues. Life has been lifing, and I put out a short video just giving you a little bit of inside look into what I've been dealing with personally. And also, my computer is giving me a hard time. I just think I have too many things on there. So I've been kind of tweaking and, deleting some stuff. Eventually, I'm going to take it and have it cleaned up. But I wanted to try and go ahead and get this video out because I promised it to you. So hopefully I can get it uploaded and edited and out to you in the next day or so. Thank you for your patience with me. Thank you to all my followers, those of you who've been following me from the beginning, those newbies that have recently joined. Thank you, and thank you for your patience. Enjoy the video. Step 1. Exercises that support your changing body. The right kinds of exercises during menopause can completely change how your body feels and functions. The goal here is not punishment, but support. This is number 1 for a reason. Strength training helps to rebuild muscle mass, which boosts your metabolism and improve how your body uses glucose, meaning fewer blood sugar spikes. As estrogen and testosterone drop, you naturally lose muscle faster. The only way to counteract that is to work those muscles with resistance bands, dumbbells, or even your own body weight. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions per week, focusing on all the major muscle groups. If you're new to it, start light. Consistency matters more than intensity. Cardio, gently, steadily, and sustainably. Moderate cardio like walking, cycling, swimming is perfect for burning calories without overwhelming your system. Long, intense workouts can actually raise cortisol levels, your stress hormone. Remember that from the last video? Which is the opposite of what we want to happen. Think 30 to 45 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week. You should be able to hold a conversation. That's a good sign that you're in fat burning mode and not stress rising zone. Here is a simple weekly routine suggestion. A simple balanced schedule that you can build around. Day 1, strength training, upper body and a light walk. Day 2, moderate cardio, biking, swimming, or a brisk walk. Day 3, HIIT and core. Don't forget your core. Many of us work out and we don't think about our core. Our core is very important for movement and balance. I think your core, your muscle, and your joints is essential for longevity. That's just my opinion. So, whatever exercises that you're incorporating, don't forget your core. You need a strong core for your ADLs, your activity of daily livings. It's funny, the things that we take for granted. You don't know how much you use your core during every movement practically during your day. You know, have surgery somewhere in that area, or get hurt somewhere in that area, and see how much you use that area and how much less you can do if that area, that core area, is not right. It's one of those things you don't know what you have until you don't have it. Okay. Okay, where was I? Okay, so I said day 3, HIIT and core workout. Day 4, yoga and or Pilates. I do mines together. How the gym that I go to, the instructor, she splits it, and it's an hour, but you get 30 minutes of yoga and 30 minutes of Pilates. And there's like maybe like a 5-minute cool down in there too. Day 5, strength training, lower body and a brisk walk. Day 6, reset with gentle stretching. Again, either stretching with yoga and or Pilates. Day 7, strength or restorative flow, either or. This is just a sample of a weekly schedule. You can tweak it however you want, change things around. I kind of follow this just a little bit because Mondays I usually do kickboxing, which that's my cardio. Tuesday I usually do body pump, which that's my strength training. Wednesday is my yoga and Pilates. Thursday I meet with my trainer, and depending on what he wants to work, whichever muscle group we agree on, we work that day, Thursday. And Friday, I usually do a back-to-back session where I do, they call it Build a Peach, which you work your glutes, your glute area. It's really like legs and glutes and some back. HIIT, high intense interval training. Small but mighty. Short bursts of high intensity exercises can be a super effective way for fat loss and heart health. But remember, during menopause, less is more. Stick to 1 to 2 HIIT sessions a week, 20 to 30 minutes each. Make sure that you're resting in between. The goal here is to energize your body, not to exhaust it. Restorative exercises, your stress reset. This is where yoga and Pilates comes in, or even simple stretching. These type of movements lower cortisol, help you sleep better, and reduce joint stiffness. All huge wins here, especially during menopause. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day can make a difference. It's not doing nothing. It's actively helping your body. Let me repeat that because I think I stumbled a little bit. It's not doing nothing. It's actively helping your body reset. People say, oh, yoga and Pilates, some people feel it's a waste of time, they don't like it. I personally like it. I personally work up a sweat during my yoga and Pilates session. I think my instructor is awesome. She's a mature woman. She she works us. But it's one of the things that I look forward to during my workout week because it is really, truly, as they're saying, it's a reset for your body. It relaxes you, it brings your body back into balance. Once I am done and I come home, I take a hot shower. I fill my bathtub with bath salts, bath bombs, some lavender, and some different essential oils, and I soak. And let me tell you, when I get out of there and I go to bed, I must say it's one of the best nights sleep that I get after I have my yoga and Pilates session. It's really, really restorative and resets your engine. Remember, this isn't a one size fits all. Listen to your body. If you're feeling exhausted, take a lighter day, take a break. I have rest days. Sunday, I don't work out Sunday. And then sometimes during the week, if I'm feeling exhausted or my body is hurting excessively, I feel sore, or just I don't feel like working out, I take a break. Or I do something at home. I do some simple stretching, or I have some resistant bands. I just do a light workout at home. Or again, I just rest. So listen to your body and make sure that you're not overdoing it and overstressing your body. Remember that little dirty C word, cortisol, okay? Again, take a lighter day. If you're feeling energized, then go for it. Step 2, lifestyle shifts for hormonal balance. Your daily habits play a massive role in how your body responds during menopause. Prioritize sleep. I'm a bandit. I'm working on it. Sleep is not optional for hormonal balance. While you sleep, your body regulates cortisol, insulin, and growth hormones. All key metabolism, all key for metabolism and recovery. To improve your sleep quality, keep a consistent bedtime. Turn off screens 30 to 60 minutes before going to bed. Keep your room cool and dark. And if you're still having trouble, try magnesiums or herbal teas if your doctors say it's safe for you. There's many different type of magnesiums on the market. I would suggest that you do your research before you just pick up a bottle of magnesiums because they all do different things. I personally use Mago 7, and I can say honestly that really helps me sleep better. And it doesn't only help me sleep better, it helps me with my gut health because um, when I wake up in the morning, well, I have a regimen. Here's my regimen. And again, this is what I do for me. Before you implement anything, I suggest, highly suggest, please seek medical advice from your physician. So here's my regimen. I take my Mago 7 at night. I take 2 to 3 tablets. I think you can take up to 4. Don't quote me. I can't remember, and I don't have the bottle here. When I wake up in the morning, I have a shot glass of prune juice, and then I have some warm lemon juice. That's my regimen. Before I eat anything in the morning, I have a shot glass of prune juice and maybe about a half glass of freshly squeezed lemon with medium to hot water. I sip on that, and that's how I keep my bowels regular. Okay, again, that's what I do. I'm not suggesting that you do it. That is what works for me. Okay, so we talked about magnesium. Even 1 to 2 nights of poor sleep can increase hunger. Hormones like ghrelin, I don't know if I said that right. I'll spell it GRELIN, ghrelin, and decrease leptin. These are the hormones that tell you when you're full. So, yes, sleep directly affects your weight because if those two are out of whack, that can say a lot for most of us, many of us on this journey. Because we eat sometimes, for me personally, I used to eat and it's like I couldn't get full. And I would have never correlate that back to sleep. Eat for energy, not just for calories. Menopause isn't the time for crash diets. Your body needs nutrient density, real foods that fuel your body, your muscles, support your hormones, and keep blood sugars stable. I must say, since being on this journey, I have a whole different relationship with food and a whole different mindset when it comes to food. I always eat real food. I was never one to do the bars. First off, I don't like them. They taste dry and chalky. I don't think there's any bar out there that I tried that I liked. So I just stayed away from it. I did the protein shakes, the Fairlife protein shakes. I'll do that. And the Core Power, I'll do those. But like the chips and the protein bars and the cookies, I'll do some trail mix. And how I do my trail mix, I'll make like a yogurt parfait, and I'll sprinkle maybe a teaspoon or two of the trail mix in my yogurt parfait. But I have always tried to eat real food when I eat. My go to craving snack now is a yogurt parfait. Strange. Anyway, let me get back to my notes. So, you should focus on this protein. Aim for protein with every meal: chicken, fish, eggs, tofu. It helps to preserve muscles and keep you fuller longer. That's a fact. Fiber. Vegetables, fruit, and whole grain helps digestion and stabilizes your blood sugar. Healthy fats. Avocados, nuts, olive oil. These support hormone production. I am loving avocados. I had gotten away from it for a long time, but since being on my weight loss journey and really trying to find good healthy fats to eat, I have reintroduced avocados into my daily meals. I think I have avocado with almost every meal. It's really a good source of protein and healthy fats. It's not for everybody. I would say that it's an acquired taste. Hydration. Water helps manage fatigue, hunger, and bloating. So make sure you're getting in your water. Try to limit processed foods and added sugars, which can spike your insulin level and lead to fat storage, especially around your belly area. Manage your stress. This is your silent metabolism killer. Remember that C word, cortisol, that little dirty hormone from part one? Well, it's back. Chronic stress keeps it high. Chronic stress keeps your cortisol levels high. And that's what pushes fat to your midsection, increases cravings, and breaks down your muscle. Find what relaxes you. Maybe it's deep breathing. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's a brisk walk outside. Maybe it's just simply saying no. That's a word most of us need to put back in our metabolism, especially, I'm speaking for myself, us women. We run around here and we take care of everybody and we leave ourselves for last. And by the time we get around to us, we're exhausted and we do and give the bare minimum to ourselves. And that has to change, especially for us more mature women. I myself have had to learn to say that two-letter word more often than not. Just learn to say no. Lowering stress isn't just for your mind, it's for your waistline also. Step 3, how GLP-1 medications can help. Let's talk about GLP-1 medication. There's several of them, and forgive me, I may miss some of them. I am personally only familiar with Tirzepatide and Zepbound because those are the two medications that I've been on. Zepbound is the name brand, and Tirzepatide is the compound version of Zepbound. I've done both because of finances, but there's Manjaro, Wegovy, Ozempic, and I think Trulicity. Um, so don't quote me. Those are the ones that off the top of my head I can remember. So Zepbound and Tirzepatide are the newer tools that can help. These two are newer on the market. Some women manage menopause related weight gain, especially when lifestyle changes alone aren't enough. These have now become an aid for us to help us manage and be successful with our weight and our weight loss goals. Okay, and again, these are just tools. A lot of people have a problem with us taking these medications. They say that it's cheating, but it's far from cheating. I can personally attest that I can't speak for anyone else. I can only speak for myself that it wasn't just taking these medications. I had to put in the work. I had to change my relationship with food. I had to change my mindset about food. I had to no longer make food my crutch when I'm stressed, angry, upset, you know, whatever life was happening. I had to find other ways to cope. I had to find a coping mechanism because before I started this journey, food was my go to crutch. I'm not ashamed to say it. I used to revert to food, it was my comfort. You have to find other things, and this is why I was saying that we call it a journey. You're going through different phases, different changes in your life, and you're learning different things, and hopefully majority of us will come out successfully at the end of this, whatever the end looks like for you all. It is not cheating. It is again just a tool that have aid most of us to be successful in the fight against obesity, which is a disease. Okay? So, here is how they work. They reduce appetite and cravings, especially for sugars and carbs. They improve insulin sensitivity, helping your body use energy more efficiently. They support fat loss, especially in the abdominal area, and they can help preserve lean muscle mass when combined with strength training. Again, this is very important when you're on a GLP-1 medication because some of us tend to lose weight pretty quickly. And you have to remember when you're losing weight, you're losing water, you're losing inflammation, you're losing fat, but you're also losing muscle. And so you have to be very careful. This is why the community, the doctors, the professionals are stressing that you have to incorporate strength training because you don't want to be what is called skinny fat, right? Where is that you've lost the weight, you're at your goal weight, 140, 150, 160, whatever it is, and you're just flabby. You don't have no muscle tone. So you're skinny according to the number, but you're still fat because you have no lean muscle mass and you've just ruined your metabolism. You have to think seriously about this. I see a lot of content creators that's on this GLP-1 and they said clear they're not exercising. They've chosen not to exercise. And I'm like, okay, do you? But whatever works for you. I know that I want to be as strong as I can be for as long as I can be. I always tell my children, and I think I've said it in some of my other videos, I don't want no one to carry me. And this is my motivation to work out and to take care of myself more now than ever before. Okay, so we talked about it preserving lean muscle mass when combined with strength training. Okay, so again, this is not a magic bullet. It's not a magic injection. It's not a magic pill. And it's not for everyone. But for some women, they can be a helpful piece to the puzzle, to the weight loss puzzle, the obesity puzzle. Always talk to your healthcare provider before starting any new medications, especially weight loss medications. Okay? Step 4, be kind to yourself. This part, a lot of us forget. Menopause isn't just a physical change, it's an emotional one too, and mental. Be patient with yourself. Progress may look different now, and that's okay, right? I know for myself, when I started going through menopause, I dealt with the hot cold. One time hot, one time cold, or hot and cold at the same time. Feeling like fire is coming out your skin. Fan on, fan off. Sweater on, sweater off. Blanket off, a blanket on. I have probably about 3 layers on my bed. Feet ice, feet like icicles, socks on, socks off. I would be at work and I would read a paragraph 3, 4 times and like, what did I just read? Fogginess, just overall having an icky mood. So it's rough. It's rough on our women, and it's like I said, we suffer in silence because unless you know, you wouldn't understand. People would look at you and say, "Oh, she's nuts." But we have to be there for each other and support each other. And I'm glad now that there's more talk about menopause, because it's like I didn't even know, besides October being breast cancer month, it was menopause awareness month. I just happened to watch a podcast, and that's how I knew that it was menopause awareness month. So it's a good thing that coming to the it's has come to the forefront, and there's more information out there for us about it. And there's more natural things that we can do, because I, for one, didn't want the hormone replacement. My doctor offered it to me and I told her plain I didn't want that, and because that comes along with so many other different things, and I won't get into that here. It's a good thing that it's being talked about more. And this is why I too decided to dig in a little bit more to see what I could find out for myself, how I can help myself, and also how I could help the community, how I could share what I've learned with my girlies in the GLP-1 community. So we talked about that. It said, celebrate your small wins, better sleep, improve energy, feeling stronger and better. Those are signs that your body is responding even before the scale can move. We girlies are so hard on ourselves. There's more going on in your body than that number. Because even with me, I had a number set in my head when I started out. I wanted to get to 150. But the further along I got on my journey and how I was losing weight and shaping out, I realized that that's not a number that would be good for me. It would not be a good look for me. So even though I am teetering between 160 and 165, I just, for my own vanity reasons, wanted to see if I could push my body below 160 and get to 150. Personally, I wanted to achieve that for my own vanity's sake. But I had to come to a realization that, again, the way how my body is shaping out and the way I'm looking, I don't think that that would be a good look for me. So I have settled on between 160 and 165. So now my focus is strength training. That is my focus. Rebuilding and getting and keeping stronger. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Menopause doesn't mean giving up control of your body. It means learning how to work with your new hormonal reality. With the right mix of strength training, balanced cardio, restorative movement, good sleep, smart nutrition, and if appropriate, medical support, you can absolutely feel healthy, stronger, and more confident. Okay. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share, and subscribe. And leave some comments down below. I'd love to engage with you. I'd love to keep the conversation going. If you're a woman that's going through menopause or have gone through menopause, share with us. Share with us some of the things that you've gone through, some of the things you've tried, prescription or over the counter. I think it's a subject for conversation, and I'd love to engage with you and keep the conversation going. So comment down below. Share your story. You never know, your story might help some other woman feel less alone. You know, sometimes again, it can be a lonely journey. And having someone that even via the internet that you can conversate and share your story, it can be very helpful. Okay? And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back and thank you for returning. I hope this was informative. This was part 2 to part 1. If you haven't watched part 1, I would suggest that you go watch part 1 before you watch part 2. I feel the information just flowed from part 1 into part 2. As I always end my videos, remember, take time for life's simple pleasures and share a smile. Be good to yourself until we meet again. Goodbye, friend.